Welcome to the MX series, where we explore the world of extreme sports and meet the athletes who push the limits every day. In today's episode, we'll explore the world of canopy piloting, an extreme sport that involves flying a parachute through a series of obstacles.
Hi, I'm Zach, a professional canopy pilot with over 7 years experience. Canopy piloting requires both technical skills and physical fitness.
Canopy piloting is an extreme sport that should only be attempted by experienced pilots who have received proper training. But for those who are willing to put in the work, the rewards can be incredible.
So the key principles of canopy piloting that I think all skydivers should really understand and know would be the core basics of all your inputs of your wing and understanding how your wing reacts under different scenarios and different conditions, leading you to be a more predictable and safe canopy pilot.
I think it's important to have to have good fundamentals before you start any competition or pursue any path in a specific discipline in skydiving.
Skydivers can progress their freefall skills quite rapidly through tools such as the wind tunnel. Versus canopy piloting, we have to take a lot of our time, money in putting all of those skills into the sky, and versus doing those through hop and pops or practicing our skills after a freefall descent where we get limited time to practice a couple of those skills before having to land our parachute.
When you start canopy piloting, I think it's all about the right mix of aggression and safety, right? And safety usually is a matter of patience. We all learn at different speeds, but usually you'll probably learn a little bit slower than you think. So it's useful to take your time and go step by step.
Understanding the equipment that you're using, the canopy that you're flying, especially the trim of the canopy, the characteristics of the wings. All different wings fly completely different to a different brand, make and model. Learning the basics and understanding different maneuvers and how to put them into place, such as flying nice and slow, doing those nice brake turns through your pattern when you're dealing with quite large traffic to slow yourself down. Another great skill to have would be learning your rear riser inputs. Another example of that would be after a four-way jump, you've just tracked off, you've opened up, you've had an off-heading opening, and being able to jump on those rear risers to avoid risk of a canopy collision.
Before you pursue any specific discipline, it's good to have 300 to 500 skydives where you just try and go with your friends and enjoy yourself, but also build really strong fundamentals to just know a little bit about everything, I guess.
Another important skill I get asked about a lot is getting into high performance landings and high performance turns. I can't stress enough that you want to be doing these sort of maneuvers under the supervision of a canopy coach and doing it on a canopy course where you can open up higher, do a nice hop and pop, learn how your front riser inputs react, and learning the new recovery arc that you're going to be putting yourselves into, how much height you're going to be losing before you even think about bringing it down to the ground. So learning those all up top, where it's nice, safe, nice and open, getting ready to bring it down to the ground.
I made the mistake myself of just thinking that I knew it all, and then I got hurt pretty early and it really sucked. So I'd recommend to find someone who is a good competitor and a good coach as well, and get them to guide you through all the steps.
Another way for canopy pilots to progress with the more intermediate to advanced canopy piloting maneuvers would be getting on a flocking camp. Flocking is the equivalent of the tunnel. You have so much more flight time to understand your wing and your maneuvers. You can start off with more of the basic stuff, and the more that you spend doing the basic maneuvers, your skills will increase and your reaction times increases as well. So
for anyone wanting to get into competitive canopy piloting, first of all, take your time and find a good leadership.
I would highly recommend you getting on a canopy course as soon as you can and doing as many as you can as well. You cannot do enough. Finding a good mentor that's a quite experienced canopy coach that can help them create a bit of a progression plan and a pathway to help them progress through all the stages. I see a lot of canopy pilots rush a lot of the basics at the start of their journey, and then they struggle down the line when they're trying to get onto the smaller wings. So the more time that you can spend at the beginner sort of stages, the more beneficial it will be for you later down the track in your canopy piloting journey.
And then your first competition should really happen when you're absolutely ready for it. And there are intermediate competitions. It's really helpful to do those first. Really take your time, find really good guidance, have respect for all the new things and enjoy the ride. It's really important to be patient. If you have the right support, the right people around you, if you approach it from the right point of view, you're going to have a lot of fun, and progression doesn't happen overnight. You know, it's step by step, and you're going to love it.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the MX series. Stay tuned for more extreme sports action and tips on how to progress in your favourite sports.